Oh, Grandpa? Yeah, he's the type of man they tell stories about. Growing up in a one-bedroom shack in West Virginia with all of his siblings, his service in the Navy on a minesweeper, starting his own business, building his family, sharing his love across the community. But don't worry, Grandpa had some fun along the way. All right, so we have here 1973 Volkswagen Beetle in the lovely Corvette red, as painted by my cousin Raymond in the late 70s. So beautifully done car. That paint lasted a very long time. So let's go in here, pop the trunk. So in here we got the radiator fuel cell. Let's go back here. Oh, well, that's not your stock engine. Yeah, that'll be fun to get into. And of course, we got your beautiful inside. So I want to take a minute and properly introduce you to Project YNGBUG. Now I'm very fortunate that my uncle, who was the last one in that slideshow in the beginning, passed on to me my grandfather's prized possession, this 1973 Volkswagen Beetle with a 455 Oldsmobile. So this is going to be real fun and a very cool project for me. I've worked on things my whole life, tinkering here and there. I'm not a mechanic by any means, and you'll see that through the different videos that I'm going to create for this project. I'm just a guy that likes wrenching on things. I like troubleshooting. I like figuring things out. And through this project, I hope to get to know my grandfather better. He's since passed, but he put a lot of time and energy and love into this vehicle and two others that he built over the years. Now, my uncle and his son are rebuilding the Chevy Luv with a Cadillac engine in it. It's beautiful. All right, so we're going to talk about the 1973 Volkswagen Beetle and its original configuration, and compare it to kind of what I know about Project YNGBUG. So the 1973 Volkswagen Beetle, they came in red, three different kinds really, but not the Corvette red that cousin Raymond painted this one. They came with a air-cooled flat 4, 1.6 liter manual transmission. You know, they didn't have a lot of horsepower, they didn't have a lot of torque, but they were a great car just to scoot around in, get great gas mileage even back then. Now, alternatively, probably shouldn't even mention gas mileage with this big block 455 Oldsmobile in here. Transfers power down to the rear tires still using a turbo hydromatic 425, which is a very cool and very unique setup to make sure that this stayed rear-wheel drive. Now, because it doesn't get the airflow it's supposed to, it has the traditional radiator setup, radiator fan on the front of the engine, but Grandpa also ran a second radiator and some electronically controlled fans underneath the front trunk or frunk, as well as a modified fuel tank. So it has a Holley 4160 carb on it now. I have a 4150 carb and a Quadrajet that my uncle additionally gave me with this car. I'll mess with those if and when needed. Each one probably has its own specific purpose. I know Grandpa raced this car. I know that he drove it in parades, and he probably swapped out components based on what his needs were. A lot easier back in the day. So I'm going to go through the car in different ways. I'm going to get it running. Then I'll focus on maybe potential upgrades. You know, I could probably improve on the airflow, the engine cooling. You know, technology has progressed pretty far from when this was built about 50 years ago to now. I mean, we had 3D printers. I could redesign air shrouds and just have them 3D printed overnight and control the airflow better. But I don't know what needs done until I get it running and drive it up and down the road a couple times and bring her up to operating temperature a few times and really see its quirks and see how it operates and see what I want to do to change things. I want to modernize a few things, I'm sure, but I really want to keep it as close to his original concept. I think that's the fun part, is how do I blend today with his day. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to digging in. I hope you all enjoy it. Understand content creation of any sort is challenging, so I will continue to work on that aspect as well. I'll try to make sure the video quality is good. Audio quality is going to be dynamically shifting as I do things. I live in Oklahoma. It's been in triple digits the last couple of weeks, so usually I have fans running and stuff out here in the garage. But we'll see. We'll play around with it and go on a nice little journey together. A little bit different than Uncle Tony's Garage or, you know, Royalty Auto Service or Car Wizard or any of those other guys with super successful channels and businesses out there. I'm just a guy in a garage. I don't have $10,000 tool setups. I don't have lifts. I don't have that. I have the basics. I might have a couple specialty tools here or there, but in my garage, it's pretty much your standard tool set that most people have. So